Long-awaited freedom now for a Nevada man who spent nearly 30 years behind bars in Arkansas for a crime he didn't commit. John Brown was wrongfully convicted in connection with the rape, robbery, and murder of a 78-year-old Fordyce woman in 1988.
KRK4's Caitlin Reardon spoke with Brown and one of his attorneys right after he was released from custody today. Caitlin, no doubt this man has a lot to say and a lot he'd like to get done.
Yes, well, Bob and Ashley, he told me it feels absolutely surreal to finally be able to walk free. Brown says he never lost faith, but it wasn't until his team of lawyers, including some from the Midwest Innocence Project, took his case that he really began to feel hopeful.
John Brown is finally able to taste his freedom. Brown was released from custody in Fordyce Wednesday morning after serving 28 years behind bars for a crime he didn't commit.
I know I was innocent. I just couldn't prove it.
Attorneys from the Midwest Innocence Project took on Brown's case more than a year ago after investigating it. Since then, they've been working with a local attorney fighting to clear his name.
False evidence and some false testimony. Evidence that wasn't disclosed, that was very important, and someone else has confessed to having committed the crime.
Because he took that woman's life, I hate it, and he took our life too. But he paying the price of conscience.
Attorneys who worked the case say the system was flawed in how it worked in the Brown case.
This is a bad mark, okay? I mean, you can't read this record without feeling like this was a bad time with a bad group of people doing things they shouldn't have done, and it resulted in some innocent people going to prison.
Behind bars since age 23, now finally free at 51, Brown says he has no ill will toward anybody. He's just ready to go home to Las Vegas and catch up on lost time with his family. And he plans to take time to appreciate all the little things.
It's real good.
Now, the state hasn't decided whether to retry Brown yet in this case. If the 8th Circuit decides to reverse the judge's decision, Brown's conviction would become valid again, but his attorneys say that's very unlikely. Bob and Ashley.
All right, Caitlin, thanks very much.